welcome back. We've had a few sessions already kind of talking about your family a little bit, and I feel like we've got some good ground there. And this, I want to warn you ahead of time, this session you may find this a little bit stressful for you, but we need to start talking about the night of the accident. I really need to hear from you. I want to hear from you what happened, your feelings in that situation, and just tell me little bits that you remember, pieces that come back to you. Just tell me a little bit about that accident.
What if I don't want to tell you?
Well, I do understand some of the things that happened, and like I said, I know that it was a very stressful situation for you, and it's hard to remember. It's hard to think back to that. I'm really just here to help you there. I need you to remember that, okay?
You think I forgot what happened?
Oh, no, I'm sure. I'm sure you didn't forget everything that happened, but what I need you to do right now is to just tell me. Just tell me what you do remember.
You said you read my file, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know everything that happened. You don't need to hear it from me. I was high. I did something stupid, and now I'm in this hellhole, and I can't get out. There you go. I told you.
Right. You keep referring to this accident as you did something stupid. You explain to me what happened there. You were high, you drove a car. Whose car was it?
It was my dad's car.
Your dad's car.
Why is that relevant?
Was
Why
he
do you
at
care
home?
whose car it was?
Hey, I just want to hear the story. Was he at home
No.
when you got the car?
No. Why would I take his car if he was home? Do you think I'm stupid? Really? Do you think I'm stupid?
Where were your parents?
I don't know. My mom was there. My dad wasn't there.
Okay. Did she know that you took the car?
Eventually.
Or where did you go with the car?
Nowhere. I didn't get anywhere.
All right, but you were pulling back.
Now I think it's time to figure out some things about you.
What do you want to know?
I want to know the worst thing that's ever happened to you.
You'd probably be surprised. You'd probably be surprised, all right? But what we need to talk about right now is some of the things that happened that got you here.
I'm not going to tell you about these things.
You're not on trial.
I realize that. I'm not stupid.
Never said you were.
But you're acting like I am.
Why? Explain to me right now why you're getting very angry with me. You seem like a very angry young woman.
Gee, I wonder why.
And tell me, where is that coming from? Is that coming from being here? Is that coming from guilt?
I'm so tired of this feeling crap. Maybe there's no root of me being mad. Maybe I'm just pissed off. Is that possible?
It's very possible. It's very understandable. I can tell that you're pissed off.
So if I don't have any reason, can I just be pissed off? Aren't I allowed to do anything in these sessions I want?
Then why don't we start with talking about the night that you tried to take your life?
Why would you want to talk about that?
You seem like a young woman that's been very consumed by guilt.
I guess.
Do you feel guilty?
Wouldn't you?
But guilty enough to kill yourself?
Wouldn't you? Just think about it for a second.
What was your father's reaction?
I was honestly too high to remember.
Do you think that your mother would have wanted you to try to move forward and have a happy life? I mean, most parents want their children to have a happy life.
Whoa. Don't ask me about my mother. That's something I will never tell you about.
That's what we're here to talk about right now.
Well, you can forget it, because that's not going to happen.
Well, you're not going to be able to grieve her and move through this.
Stop.
I'm
not going to tell you about my mother. I'm not going to tell you about my mother. You can ask all you want, but I'm not going to tell you.
Why did you leave?
Because I had to get out.
Why did you feel you had to get out?
Because everything was just closing in on me.
You feel it was closing in on you?
Life, everything, my parents, school, everything. Everything was just crushing me. I had to get out. I had to escape.
What was going on that you felt like you had to escape from?
Everything. Life has to be hard for you sometimes. I mean, I know you're a rich doctor and probably live in some huge house, but life has to be hard for you too, and you have to understand.
I do understand. I do understand that it gets difficult and that it gets stressful. And you were stressed out that day.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the next thing you remember?
The hospital. Bright lights. Everything was white. I had the worst headache I ever had in my life. That's about it.
How long are you in the hospital for?
A couple hours.
When were you told about your mother?
I don't know. Why does that matter?
Right now, it seems like the thing that's driving a lot of your anger and a lot of what's going on with you right now is the guilt over what happened that night.
Obviously, I'm guilty. I feel guilty. I mean, can you not understand that? Can you not wrap your head around that?
I can definitely understand that, but what I think that you need to understand right now, Skye, is that, and this may sound harsh to you, but we really need to understand this to move through everything, is that living in guilt or even taking your own life, that's not going to bring your mom back.
Forget this.
Miss Mattheus, sit down.